Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back now. Long story short, I am back now, and today we are making beef burger, a double beef burger. So watch with me and let me know if you're going to be trying this. Love you. So, like I said, we're making beef burger, and we're going to start out with our minced beef. Now, I bought this in the supermarket, but if you don't see it, or if you can't find it, you can. It's pretty common, but if you can't find it, you can. I know some people blend normal beef in a blender and use. Yes, but it's called minced beef. I got in the supermarket, like I said, and we're going to be using 1 egg. We are going to be using bread crumbs. Now, for the breadcrumbs, I didn't use the breadcrumbs that is bought, because this is the breadcrumbs. I didn't use the one that's bought. I made this one at home because it's moist. I know it's more moist than the other one. Now, this one, all I had to do was take sliced bread and take out the edges, that brown place. I took it out and then I blended it in a food processor. If you want me to show you how I did that, you can tell me and I'll just make a short video and post it. But yes, I did that. Also, in the course of this video, I'm going to be telling you what's necessary and what I just added because I like, so you don't have to add it if you don't want to. What I'm putting down is oyster sauce. It's not necessary. You can put it if you want to, but you can also make beef burger without it. That's the whole point. So yes, eggs, breadcrumbs, oyster sauce, optional. Oyster sauce is optional. What I'm putting down is my seasoning, which could be your Maggi, no, star, whatever seasoning of choice you use. You use it. This is my seasoning of choice. And then I'll add some curry. I can't really tell you the quantity to use because as someone who cooks, you just look at it and know the quantity you're using. I can't tell you the quantity because I don't know how many you'd want to make. Do you understand? This is paprika I'm using. It's not necessary if you don't want to. Paprika and oyster sauce are not necessary. You can do without them. But like I was saying, I can't tell you the quantity because I don't know how many burgers you're making. I'm putting ketchup now. Ketchup is absolutely necessary. You need it. You cannot do without it. So yes, and then groundnut oil. Now, for the breadcrumbs, the reason the breadcrumbs is there is to make the beef patty moist. And the reason for the oil is to bind this whole mixture together, right? Now, you can use groundnut oil, sunflower oil, olive oil, whichever oil, as far as it's not palm oil. As long as it's not palm oil. So, yes. Now, this is me mixing everything together. I'm going to mix it for a while. And after a while, this is what it looks like. So, this was after I have turned it, I don't know how many minutes, but turn it until, mash it until it looks like this. I'm emphasizing it because it needs to be like this for you to achieve to achieve the desired result. Do you understand? So yes, you mix it for a while. And then we are going to set this aside, and then we are going to roll this into balls and put it on a tray. It doesn't have to be a pan. It can be a tray, a flat plate, anything, as far as they're not touching each other. But you have to put oil on whatever you're going to be placing it on. The reason for that is so that it doesn't stick onto the surface you're placing it on. And you also see me adding oil on my hands. Same reason, so that while I am molding this beef patty into the balls to place on this tray, it doesn't stick to my hand. That's what the oil is for. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to roll all of them into sizable shapes and place all until my beef patty in that bowl is finished. Now, the quantity or the measurement of the patty you pick up to roll depends on the size of your bun, your burger bun. My burger bun is quite sizable, so you can see that the ball I'm rolling is neither small nor big, it's just medium. You understand? And so I'm going to do this for everything until the beef patty in the bowl is finished. And I think there are 6. I think so. So I'm going to roll it up and then put it here, and then I'll set this aside also and move on to making the cream for the burger. Now, like I said, you don't have to use everything I'm using here if you don't find them. That's why I'm taking the time to tell you what is necessary and what is just my own personal preference. So during the course of this video, this is me done with rolling everything. There are 6. During the course of this video, I'll tell you what is necessary to use to achieve a burger and what is just my personal preference that I added, maybe for taste or for color. You understand? So now we are moving on to make the cream, and we are starting with mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is absolutely I cannot even stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. It's very important. It's like the main ingredient for your cream. So we're starting with mayonnaise, and then we'll go in with some ketchup. The order in which you put these things doesn't matter as long as you put them. This is lemon. I cut 1 lemon in half and used a half of it. So we're using the juice from the lemon, preferably fresh lemon. I've not used lemon juice before to make it, but as you're squeezing it, make sure that the seed doesn't fall in. You can see it fell in and I removed it. Just be careful that there are no seeds in it, in your mixture. And then I'm adding ketchup. Ketchup is important. Mayonnaise, lemon, ketchup are necessary. You cannot do without them when making beef burger. I'm going to add mustard. Mustard is optional. I just like mustard, and I use it in a lot of things when I am cooking or baking. But in this case, I put it both for the color, and because I didn't want the color to be like just cream. I wanted it to look a certain dark yellow. That's why I put it. And then also for the taste. I told you I love mustard. So that's mustard. This yellow thing is mustard. And then we are going to go in with our honey. The mustard is optional. And just in case I didn't mention that, it's optional. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. The honey is important. Now, it has to be clear honey like this. Not brown, not deep brown, not too runny, not too thick, clear, and this kind of consistency. That's what I've put the honey. It's important. And then we're going to go in with sugar at some point. Sugar is also important. This is parsley that I'm putting. It's not important if you don't want to add it. I just needed to have those green flakes in my cream, and also for the taste. I love the taste of parsley. I use parsley in a lot of things, including when I'm steaming protein. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to or if you can't find it. This is sugar. Just put the quantity that your mind tells you is okay. Not too much and not too little. Again, I can't tell you what quantity to put because I don't know if you want to make like 1 burger or 2 burgers or 3. But the cream I'm making is for 3 burgers. I think. Are there 3 or 4? Yes. The cream I'm making. So this is paprika. If you don't want to put it, you don't have to put it. I just put paprika because I like it, and it's smoked paprika. You don't have to put it. If you are someone who likes pepper in everything, you can throw in a dash of pepper, grounded pepper, as long as you're the one eating it and you like pepper, or the person you're serving wants pepper or likes pepper. But then we are going to mix all of this together. Now, look at this thing. See the way it looks. The reason I put that mustard is because I wanted this color. Do you understand? I wanted it to be this color. Now you can do it with just ketchup and mayonnaise, and it would be a lot lighter looking than this, but I wanted mine to look yellowish. That's why I added mustard, and again, like I mentioned, also for the taste. So yes, you will mix this until everything is well mixed. I'm using a fork. Now, let me just quickly mention that a fork is one of the best handy tools to mix things. So yeah, I'm using a fork. And now, this is my burger bun. Yes, there are 4 inside. I bought it in a supermarket, but for those who like to bake or who have the time to make their burger bun from scratch, that's totally fine. This one is bought. There are 4 pieces inside. I bought from supermarket. So now in a frying pan, I'm going to throw in a slice of butter and then melt the butter until it is totally melted. Then I'm going to open my burger bun. You're going to see me do that. I'm going to open my burger bun and I'm going to turn it face down on the pan. The idea is so that the inside of the burger bun comes out crispy. Do you understand? This is me opening the burger bun and turning it face down on the pan. So you don't want to keep it for too long. Just I think like all of 1.5 minutes is okay, or 2 minutes. 2 minutes is too much, I think. Now look at it when I take it out. You can see I need the edges particularly to be crispy and inside too, so that it doesn't feel like normal bread when you're when you're eating the burger. That's why we do this. So now I'm going to do this for every single burger bun and keep it aside. You can use the same pan, but in another pan, I put another butter, and I also eventually added groundnut oil, but you can use just butter or you can use just groundnut oil. It depends on your preference, right? Here in my video, I eventually added groundnut oil after the butter had melted. So now that beef patty that we rolled into balls and kept aside, I'm going to now pick each one and flatten it. Now, it's important for me to stress that it needs to be very flat. I mean, very flat. The reason for that is that when you put it in the pan, and cover it, and it has cooked for like a few minutes, and you turn it over, it actually swells up more than what the size you put it. Like it rises, let me put it that way. It puffs up. Yes, I think that's the correct phrase. So you need it to be very flat so that when it puffs up, it doesn't look too high when you are coupling your burger together. Do you get what I'm saying? So see me trying to make it really flat. This is how it should be. Very, 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 very flat. So I'm going to do this for every single beef patty. I think there were 6. Yes, you saw me keep aside. And then by this time I have turned my beef. I have turned it to the other side. So I had placed it and covered the pot. Opened the pot again after a few minutes and turned it over, the both of them. I'll do that for every single one. And then I will then begin to add my cheese strips. This is me adding the cheese strips on top of the burger, of the beef. I'll add it and then I'll cover the pot again. Now, before you add the cheese strip, I don't know if you've seen some people do it, but it is good practice to add a little water in the pan while it is cooking. After it has cooked for a few minutes, it's beef, to add a little water in it so that it takes time to not just fry but steam. So if you put a little water, it gives it longer cooking time. I mean like a few more seconds or something. Not just monitor it. So I've put my cheese strip rather, and I'm going to do that for every single one and set aside. And then I'm going to move on to coupling my beef burger. Now we're going to place the burger on the bottom base, the bottom. The bottom are on the left and the top cover of the bun are on the right. So I'm placing them. By this time I have washed and prepared my lettuce, cucumber, my tomatoes. I've all kept them aside, all washed and ready. And then I'm going to start by After putting the cream, enough cream, I'm going to place the lettuce on top. And then I will next go in with my cucumber. Now for the cucumber, you'll see me place 3, like I'm doing now, 3 of them. And that is because I didn't see a large cucumber to buy. So the one I bought was too small in my eyes. So I decided to use 3 slices. But the cucumbers that are large, you can use 1 slice and that's okay. Now I'm placing my slice of tomatoes on top of the cucumber. And next I'm going to place the first layer of my beef and cheese that I just fried or cooked. That's me placing it. And then I'll place the second layer, which I'm going to do now. And then I'm going to take the cover, that's the top of the burger bun, and I'm going to put cream on top. Now, it's important for me to note here that if you want your burger the cream to be dripping down when someone is looking at it or when you're serving it, put enough cream on the cover. You see me scoop again and put on top. Put enough cream on the cover so that when you turn it over and place on top of this heap, it drips down the side. That's the whole idea. So that's me done with this, and then I'll do the same thing for the rest of the burgers. You'll see me put a stick, but it's not really necessary. It's just aesthetics. In Nigerian parlance, we say serere. If you're serving it to your family or something, or eating it immediately, you don't need to put a stick. It's just aesthetics or to make it sturdy. But if you're going to serve it to people, like maybe an occasion or visitors or something, you want it to have some semblance of, you don't want it to the cover to fall off, if you get what I mean. So then you can put a stick. But if it's your family and you people are just eating it there and then, a stick is just, if you want, you can put it though. But yeah. So I'm going to repeat the same process, and then I'm going to, I think one of these or 2 of these, I I did not make it double because my husband doesn't like what's it called? He doesn't like he says it's too high. He doesn't like double beef burger, so he likes single beef burger. So whenever I'm making burgers, I usually make 1 or 2 that it's just a single burger, not double placed. Those are the ones he eats because he says it's too high. You have to open your mouth wide to eat it. Anyway, so I'm going to couple the whole burger, and yeah, that's basically it. That's your beef burger ready. You can also do the same thing for chicken burger. You can repeat the process for chicken burger, but that's basically it. So, yep, you can serve this at a party, a picnic, or you just want to relax on a Sunday afternoon with your friends, your family, and you just serve it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and if you have any questions, ask me in the comment section and I will answer. See you in my next video. Bye.